The report Mara files is, like the last, the strangest kind, because it debunks nothing. Every line is rational, every line is verifiable, and taken together they describe a man who steps calmly through disasters that scatter everyone else, and who learned to do it on a cushion behind a waterfall. She has spent days proving there is no miracle at the hollow. She succeeded. And once again, the success feels less like a verdict closed than a far larger question pried open and left deliberately on her desk. What stays with her is the mechanism, because it is so unglamorously real. The body has a break, a long out-breath that signals safety to the oldest parts of the brain and quiets the flood of fear. Venn had simply found the break and worn a groove in it, 10,000 deep, until he could pull it in the half-second a bridge takes to fall. It is physiology, not mysticism. The mysticism was only in how rarely a human bothers to practice the one breath that could save them. She thinks about her own life, the speed of it, the way she meets every alarm by accelerating, talk faster, think faster, brace harder, win. She had come to this cave to explain away a calm man, and instead, his calm has explained something away in her, a long assumption that the way to master a crisis is to match its speed. At the hollow, she watched a slow breath defeat a fast disaster. There was nothing passive about it. It was the most active stillness she had ever seen. On the last morning, she asks whether the slowing ever frightens him, all that room inside a falling second. He considers. It isn't a gift, he says again, patiently. And the only frightening part was the silence after. Everyone wants the captain who stops time. No one wants to sit 10,000 breaths to earn it. He looks at her. You're the first who asked to feel it instead of film it. From a soldier who has buried 9 friends, it is the loneliest sentence Mara has heard in years. The old nun repeats the order's phrase as Mara packs. The power is never the point. The stopped time, the caught cup, the saved pilgrims, these are not feats to chase. They are side effects, ripples, evidence that a man sat still long enough to make peace with his fear. Aim at the power, she says, and you stay frightened and fast, and lose it. Aim at the breath, at the calm beneath the chaos, and the rest follows on its own, the way stillness follows a long exhale. Mara, ever the analyst, tests the claim against the world she knows. Pilots train it, the deliberate breath that keeps hands steady as an engine fails. Surgeons know it, and divers, and anyone who has talked themselves calm with one long exhale before a hard thing. The science has dull, solid names, vagal tone, parasympathetic braking, stress inoculation. Venn simply does, in the falling half-second of a true catastrophe, what the rest of us manage only on calm ground and forget the moment the ground tilts. She is honest, in the end, alone with her recorder. I came to expose a reflex, she says into it. I found a discipline I have started, badly, to practice. The man is not supernatural. He is something harder to accept. What a frightened person becomes when they breathe, all the way out, 10,000 times, until fear no longer owns the clock. She pauses. I have begun the count, she admits, very low. I am perhaps 40 breaths in. She stops the recording and does not take it back. Before she leaves, she does what she would never write in a report. She takes the worn central cushion one last time, alone, and breathes, long and slow, to the very bottom. Not to prove anything, not for the page, just to feel for one honest stretch what it is to step beneath her own hurry. The hollow performs no miracle, but the water falls, and her breath lengthens to meet it. And for a handful of seconds, the relentless clock in her chest forgets, gratefully, to tick. She descends with the report finished and something unfinished again in her chest. Case 02, she marks it, explained. And yet she knows, with the certainty she saves for facts, that she leaves the hollow carrying a breath she can reach for, a break she did not know she had. She has not become a believer. She has become a reluctant practitioner. On the wet trail down, when her foot slips and her heart leaps, she breathes out, long, and is astonished to find the fear let go.